Shalom to all my brothers and sisters. The story of Elijah is an incredible story, and I'm going to be making a video today about the ups and downs of Elijah's life and the eventual return of Elijah as mentioned in Tanakh. He's got an incredible journey, an incredible life in the scriptures of the holy texts of Tanakh. I'm going to be speaking specifically about an incident that was very, very powerful. Within the story of Elijah, specifically in 1 Kings chapter 19, we see that Elijah is presented with the people of Israel who were mixing Baal worship with the worship of the Most High. And he basically set up two altars. He said, let us put up two altars, one for your gods and one for the God, the Most High. And let's see the true God who answers by fire, which sacrifice will be answered by the true God. And we see in that chapter, he did this in front of all of Israel's eyes. And he was calling out, say, go ahead, call out to your gods. And you can see that they were doing everything they can. They were crying out to their God. They were praying to their gods. And there's even some humor in Elijah. It's a little bit of humor where he says, well, maybe you need to wake up your God. Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe you need to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he's asleep. So there's a little bit of humor there. It's really a funny moment there. But they take this very, very serious. And they take this to the extremes where it even talks about them even slicing themselves, cutting their wrists and their arms. And they were taking this very, very serious with the worship of their God. And nothing was happening. So Elijah cries out. This is after tons of disobedience, idolatry, mixing of idol worship with the faith of Israel, worshiping the one true God. They were mixing it together. It was filthy idolatry. And we see that today, the mixing of Judaism with the belief in man gods and other gods. It was pretty grotesque to the eyes of Elijah. And so he cried out to the Most High to act. And Elohim, the Most High, actually did. He swooped up, burned up the sacrifice, and sucked up all the water, and presented himself as the Most High, the true and only Elohim. And all of Israel praised Yehovah that day. Yehovah is God. He is God. Yehovah, He is God. He is Elohim. And they were all celebrating, snapping out of it, completely snapping out of it, and realizing that Yehovah answers by fire. It's not faith, it's reality. Everything that happens in Tanakh is in the sight of Israel, in the sight of the people. That's the difference. Elohim shows himself. You know that he is Elohim because he presents himself. It's not faith, it's not belief, it's actual reality. So therefore all of Israel celebrated and worshipped Yehovah, and Elijah felt hopeful for the children of Israel. But it was not meant to last. The very next day, all of Israel, all of them, they were back to their Baal worship, mixing the paganism, idolatry, with the worship of Yehovah. And Elijah, he lost it. He declared to Elohim, look at this Elohim. God, help me. All of the people, all of Israel have turned to Baal. It's over. It's over. It's over. They've turned back to Baal. It's over. I'm paraphrasing here, but he was basically giving up on Israel. And Yehovah the Almighty, the Most High, blessed be his name. He says, no. I'm paraphrasing here, but I'm trying to make you picture exactly what happens here. Read it for yourselves. Elohim says, no. 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 There are thousands that did not worship and kiss the hand of Baal, that did not return to idolatry. So the Elohim checks Elijah and says, no, all of Israel has not turned back to Baal. There are many who did not turn to Baal, who still worship me, who did not kiss his hand And second, you're fired. Elisha's taken over. And this is why, in a general sense, remember this is a short video, I'm going to make a longer video about this whole story. And also, I will be continuing to beginning a study of the entire Tanakh, from Genesis to 2 Chronicles. And I hope you enjoy it. I'll be working on that today. But in the end, Elijah had given up. And Elohim checked him. He told him, no, not all of Israel fell apart. This is the problem with the theology of a lot of fake movements. That Elohim promises in the Torah, in Tanakh, that there was always a righteous remnant that did not fall away and would never fall away. Through suffering, through persecution, whatever the case, there would always be a righteous remnant. Always. And so therefore Elisha was taken to heaven by Elohim. Why? Because according to the Tanakh, according to traditions as well, to me it's very obvious. The reason why he was taken to heaven and didn't have a natural death, because Elohim wants him and wanted him to watch all of history go by until the day of Yahweh and his return, so he can see that he was wrong about Israel. And every generation there would always be a remnant keeping the covenant. And there always has. So therefore the story of Elijah is a lesson not to give up. Not to give up. Even when things look bleak. And people can hurt your feelings, or they'll make you stumble in your faith. Can't give up, as Elijah did. So therefore we see in Malachi, chapter 4, in the end of days, before the coming of the great day of Yahweh, Elijah will return to bring the hearts of the fathers to the children, the mothers to their daughters. And I really truly believe that this is the bringing together of all of Israel that have their different sects, but they're all within the same faith of Israel. They have differences, but we all love each other. We all respect each other. That's the difference between real Israel and fake Israel. We all respect each other. We disagree on things. But I really truly believe, based on Scripture, that Elijah is going to come not only for genealogies, but he's going to come to bring Israel all together and say, look, let's bring this together. This is what we have to do together. So there will be unity, finally, among Israel. That does not mean we have to sleep and go to sleep until some Superman comes and does it for us. No, again, Isaiah chapter 59 verse 20 very clearly states that the Redeemer will come to those in Jacob who turn from transgression, says Yahweh. So therefore, no, we do not sit on our rear ends and wait around for a Messiah. No, it's up to us to act today, to live according to the Torah. And it's not just keeping the mitzvah, keeping the commandments. No, it's putting a blanket on a freezing cold daughter or son in the streets, feeding the hungry, caring for the widow or the orphan. That means getting up off your hiney, doing something about it. There are many orphans in orphanages. There's many people that you can help, be a big brother. You can do a lot of things in your life to help this. People that lose their spouses, lose their husbands, or lose their wives. Help them, bring them food, comfort them. You don't have to go to the extremities all the time. But if you always care for these ones, and the strangers, again, many Israelites, many Jews, are not caring about the outside world, even among Karaites. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. This is why true Karaite teachers like myself, I'm teaching the opposite. No, you must care for the strangers. You must reach out and help. Because no one cares. I say this over and over again in my videos. No non-Jews, no non-Israelites give a rat's behind at all that you're keeping the Torah, that you keep the Shabbat. Nobody cares. You are not a light to the nations in your little bubble, in your little Israelite community. You are not a light to the nations unless you get up off your rear ends and do something about it. Make a difference. Forgive my tone. My tone is for those who are ignorant to say, no, we don't need to do that. All we got to do is keep the Torah and stay in our little communities. No, you're wrong. You need to do something. Help people. Reach out. So that's the difference. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that this will make a difference in your day. Here it's morning where I'm at. And I wake up every morning. I have to tell myself every morning that every morning you wake up is a blessing. We're not promised tomorrow. We're not. So every day you wake up, it's an opportunity for you to make a difference on this earth. You are not on this earth for nothing. You are on this earth to make a difference, to be the difference. This is what Judaism's all about. Real Judaism is about making heaven on earth today. We're not waiting for heaven. We are not concerned about that. True Israelite faith is making it happen here, in the present. Every day is an opportunity for you to change someone's life by an act of kindness, for care, love. That's how you become a light to the nations. That's the real meaning of being a light to the nations. Shalom, and take care.